are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. See, everything that you're dealing with, it's not going to stay here forever. Can I tell somebody this right now? Everything that you are dealing with, look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, it's only temporal. And the word temporal, if you study it in the original manuscript, the word temporal means transient. Somebody say transient. And anytime you see the prefix T or a A-N-S, it means something that has the potential to move. And what Paul is trying to get the hearers to understand is that everything that you're dealing with right now, it has the potential to move out of your life. That's the reason why you can't get hung up in a trialing place, because trials don't last always. Look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, I came to tell you today that trouble don't last always. I wish I had a witness in here. Look at somebody else and tell them, neighbor, trouble don't last always. What you're dealing with right now, I came to tell somebody here this morning, if you hold on just a little while longer, weeping may endure for a night. But if you keep saying good morning, eventually the day is going to break in your situation. I know the people of God are trialing, and we're trialing harder than we've ever trialed before. But I came to tell somebody here this morning that the burden that you've been bearing in the heat of the day is not really a burden, but it's a down payment on a new anointing. And just as soon as God says enough, the burden that's on your shoulders is going to burst, and God's going to drench you under a new anointing, because time is not long. And if we're going to be the church that'll rise up in power, we need a new anointing for these new devils that we're facing. I came to tell somebody, you've got to settle your mind this morning and tell the devil, it may look bad, it may be ugly right now, but it is what it is, but it's already all right. Shake somebody's hand and tell them, neighbor, it is what it is, but it's already all right. So as I take my seat, I came to encourage the people of God and tell you that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he had founded it upon the seas, and he had established it upon the flood. Who shall ascend to the hill of the Lord, and who shall stand in his holy place? He that had clean hands and a pure heart, who had not lifted his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. Shake somebody's hand and tell them, neighbor, lift up your head, all ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, because I got a feeling that soon and very soon the King of Glory shall come in. Who is this King of Glory? He's the Lord, strong and mighty. Who is the King of Glory? He's the Lord, mighty in battle. Ask your neighbor, do you know who Jesus is? Do you know who this King is? You've been saved too long not to know that he's a battle axe in the time of trouble. You've been saved too long not to know that he's bread in a starving land. You've been saved too long not to know that late in the midnight hour, God will turn your situation around. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, he is my battle axe. He is my walking cane. He is my midnight rider. He is my dying bed maker. He is the lifter up of my head. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and they fell. I gotta encourage somebody here. The devil is standing up in your face, but you gotta stand flat-footed and look the devil in his eyes and tell the devil, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Behold, I give you power over all the power of the enemy, and the devil can huff and he can puff, but I'm not standing on what I have left. I'm standing on the rock, and that rock is Jesus. That rock was hewn out the mountain. That rock rolled down through Babylon. Look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, I will survive. I'm coming out of this. It looks bad. It looks ugly. I'll admit, I don't see how I'm coming out, but it is what it is, and it's already all right. I feel power now. Shake 3 hands and tell them, neighbor, it's already all right. So what you gotta do, you gotta hold on just a little while longer. Hold on until Shiloh comes. Hold on. Who is it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it ain't no bird. It's not a plane. It's Jesus coming to see about me. It's Jesus stepping in the nick of time. Shake somebody's hand and tell them, neighbor, it is what it is. Now tell that neighbor, Brother Patrick told me to tell you, you don't know what I know, and I don't know what you know, but one thing we all know, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord. I love him. That's why I keep coming back to church, because I love him. That's why I hang in here, because I love him. That's why I haven't thrown in the towel, because I love him. That's the reason why I still preach when I don't feel like it, because I love him. I got too much to sit down on. I heard Jeremiah say, I ain't gonna prophesy. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm sick of these stiff-necked, hard-hearted people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit down. But when I sat down, I couldn't hold my peace because his word was in my heart. Look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, it's in my heart. It's in my heart to keep on running. It's in my heart to keep on praying. It's in my heart to keep on fasting. It's in my heart to keep on studying. It's in my heart. Say yeah.